Good morning. It is 11:02 a.m. on Friday. Wait, no, Saturday now. Saturday, October 9th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I made it. It's still morning. Uh, I slept a lot. I woke up still not really feeling very good. I think part of it was just not getting enough sleep over the course of the last week. Definitely, wasn't getting enough sleep. So some of that is, coming back to bite me now. Sleeping in more has probably helped, but definitely just feeling a little like, ugh, heavy, kind of congested today. So I don't know. Hopefully I didn't, catch something. Although it is actually kind of a reminder that it's like it used to be back during normal times. Getting sick was a semi-regular occurrence. Catching a cold or whatever. Like I'm not used to it anymore. I'm not even sure really that that's what's happening. It might be, I was exposed allergy-wise to something or other. Who knows? But I'm definitely just, feeling a little sinus pressurey and that sort of thing. But you know what? I'll be okay. I don't have anything in particular I need to do today, at least not out in the world. Still probably going to try to do the root game. I suspect I'll probably be feeling better this evening. That's often kind of how these things go for me is, I get the sinus pressure sort of build up while I'm sleeping, and in any case, my current plan is to continue to do that, and I'll maybe take a shower and have some caffeine. That'll help quite a bit, I'm sure. So, just kind of hanging out. I caught up on a bunch of TV yesterday, including finishing the season 2 of Ted Lasso and finishing the Netflix series Squid Game. Now, I'm not going to offer any spoilers for those other than to just generally say I thought Squid Game was really interesting. I think it was really well made for what it was doing. And I would be, I feel like a lot of the talk about the ending of it has been focused on whether or not there will be a season 2. I mean, obviously they might, just given how big it got. But I don't know that it necessarily needs it. I think that there was a couple of, I don't want to call it missed opportunities necessarily, because I'm not 100% sure that my idea would have been better, but there was a thing that I thought it was going to do that it didn't do. And I was a little bit disappointed that it didn't. But sometimes, it becomes a thing of like, would it really have been better? Or is it just that I was frustrated because it wasn't the thing that I thought of? I think that's sometimes what happens with any entertainment property that people build up a lot of expectations for, is that you can be frustrated when it just doesn't meet your expectations just on the basis of the story doing different things than you thought it would. Right? Ted Lasso, I think, was the same. Like, I overwhelmingly liked it a lot. I felt that it all worked for me with a couple of spots. Like, I think it's good that the first season was just kind of this overwhelmingly positive thing. And then the second season deepens it a little bit to the point where there are some parts of it that are not as overwhelmingly heartwarming, but that's because it's getting deeper and more real and being willing to say, now from this place of safety, let's start to look at some of these old bruises, so to speak. and I think that's good for the show. Although certainly there's a few parts of it that we're I think it makes me think of something I heard recently where on the one hand there's this idea that a lot of people are wanting more wholesome entertainment, just in the sense of being kind of an escapism from the harshness of the real world and that sort of thing. And then a little bit of a backlash criticism of that. And I think that it's possible to have a whole spectrum of that, right? Like, it is perfectly acceptable and fine to have some entertainment property that is just all about nice people being nice to each other, and having conflicts that are all very low stakes and just always resolve in a positive way, and having all of those things just be emotion candy, so to speak, and not have to really touch on anything darker or more serious, right? Like, that's okay. But I think it's also true that you can have a story that is about people being nice to each other while still recognizing that that's not always true. It reminds me of the tabletop role-playing game Wanderhome, where it has as a big part of the world building, it's not that the world has no war. It's just that the war that exists is far away. There's no war here. But you might have characters who have been touched by it. You might even have some that have some lingering trauma related from that. It's not a world where there are no dark emotions, but that it is nonetheless a part of the world where the people are kind. And I think that's nice. But I like the sort of balance of that, of not trying to pretend that none of that exists, but to just say that, but this area, this place is a haven, so to speak. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.